Hey guys, what is up? This is Akulio here, and I'm going to apologize to you guys for not posting yesterday, but the problem was, for some reason, Pokemon TCG 1 was not cooperating with my computer for a good bit. I don't know, it's just mainly technical difficulties, but now it finally got it working, so let's finally do this. So, today we're just going to do a little deck profile like I usually do. For those of you who are new to me, I like to test out a deck and on a video, and if it works out well, I'll do a deck profile. If not, well, I test some other builds. But so far I haven't had to do any retesting yet either, so it's actually coming along really good. So of course we're gonna take a look at the star of Roaring Skies, which is Mega Rayquaza. This is the first deck that I'm testing that's new from Roaring Skies. Next I'm going to try to do the Dragon Mega Rayquaza, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, enough about that. Let's take a look at what we got here. So, we run a 3-3 line of Mega Rayquaza. A lot of people like to run a 4-3. That's totally up to you. The reason why you run a 4-3, though, is just to have something else on your bench, so Mega Rayquaza can do more damage. For those of you who are new to this, Mega Rayquaza's attack costs 3 colorless energies. He's a colorless Pokemon in this case, and he does a move called Emerald Break for 30 damage times the number of Pokemon in your bench. Usually that does not sound that impressive because, usually in a game, you only have 5 Pokemon on the bench and he can do 150 damage at max. But, if I can find this stupid card, Roaring Skies introduced a new stadium that changed all that. And once again, it's just being stupid. It's not... Okay, there it is. Skyfield. Skyfield allows you to have 8 Pokemon on your bench. So now Mega Rayquaza can hit for 240, which is ridiculous. I mean, it's already ridiculous enough that they would make a card where you can have more Pokemon on your bench, but this is just insane. There are a lot of Pokemon that can benefit from Skyfield, and I could actually talk about it in another video. But Mega Rayquaza is the most popular one right now, simply because he's new, and the strategy is pretty much well known at this point. Get Mega Rayquaza, fill up your bench, do a lot of damage. So that's pretty much all there is to it. We do have some good partners for Mega Rayquaza, but before we do that, I just want to point out that Rayquaza is not a bad attacker. For 1 energy, he's only doing 10, but if it's an EX Pokemon, it does 60 instead. So, really good, and he has Dragon Pulse for 3 colorless, which does 100 damage, and you have to discard top 3 cards of your deck. It's not terrible, but not, the most incredible thing. One of the best partners for Rayquaza is going to be Shaman. Shaman is going to change the game a lot because he's going to speed up so many decks. You simply just put him on your bench and you can draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. This could work to your advantage in many different ways. First of all, he's good to just sit on the bench for Mega Rayquaza to do more damage. And also, like if Skyfield, and here's another thing, if Skyfield leaves the field, then each player has to discard Pokemon until they have 5 on their bench. But with Shaman, since he's just a really frail EX Pokemon, you can easily just discard him whenever Skyfield leaves the field. Another option that we run is Execute. Execute is just another thing that you can have just in case you're out of basic Pokemon to put on your bench, and he's just there to propagate, play on your bench. Yeah, he is an easy last enter target and an easy prize, but it just helps you do more damage whenever you need it. It actually saved me on a lot of occasions. We do run 3 of these. Another good partner for Mega Rayquaza is going to be a 2-2 line of Altaria, who also... another thing I forgot to mention. Mega Rayquaza has the Delta Evolution trait, which allows you to evolve on the same turn that you play Rayquaza, which is really cool. Altaria has that same ancient trait. His attack, wing attack, tip for 2 colorless does 30, sucks, but his ability, Clear Humming, allows each of your colorless Pokemon to not have any weaknesses. So, Mega Rayquaza is weak to lightning, which sucks because Mega Man Electric is the thing, and he can one-shot Mega Rayquaza. Altaria pretty much says there's no such thing as weaknesses on Mega Rayquaza. So, and plus with the Delta Evolution ability, it can go on there really fast. So, just to make a long story short, Altaria is awesome for Mega Rayquaza. Now, there are a lot of partners that you can run with Mega Rayquaza. One of the most popular ones that I've seen is Raichu. And I run a 2-2 line of Raichu because, well, Raichu does 20 damage times the number of your bench Pokemon like Mega Rayquaza does, only Mega Rayquaza does 30. So, Raichu can do 160 damage with just a double colorless energy, which is pretty powerful. And I've actually taken a liking to Raichu. Like, I tested out Absol, and Absol wasn't bad, but, well, the reason why I tested out Absol is because I needed a safeguard counter, and plus I'm running Darkrai in this deck, in case you didn't know. Darkrai, the reason why I'm doing the Darkrai build is because I don't want to run Switch, and like I said, I just wanted to run Raichu, and I wanted to run Mega Rayquaza. Those are going to be your only two attackers, and at this point, it really doesn't matter what energy you can run. I mean, the most popular one that I've seen is Virizion. You could run Virizion just to have a special condition counter, or you could run Ninetales with Fire Energy instead of the Execute build. But I don't think that Ninetales is a really solid safeguard counter. And Virizion, in most of the builds, they don't run a good safeguard counter besides Raichu. So I just like the Darkrai build. This is just something that I've come across on because I was like, oh, I need something with free retreat cost, and bam, that's when it hit me. Darkrai is actually a pretty solid card for this deck, so definitely recommend that over Virizion, just my opinion. Now, your energy lineup is going to be 4 double colorless and 5 darkness. You don't want to run too many energies in this deck because most of this deck is, searching, drawing, all that jazz. So 5 darkness energies is good enough, and plus, the only thing that sucks is that Mega Rayquaza is going to be relying on the double colorless energies, and Enhanced Hammer is a thing. So this is going to suck. So darkness energies is also a thing, but we do have a way around that, and I'll show you guys in just a second. Computer search is going to be our A spec because we're going to want to search a lot more than Dazzling Machine. I think that, ever since VS Seeker came out, Dazzling Machine's been, unless you're running a Primal Groudon deck because you need, stadiums in your discard pile. But I'm not saying that Dazzling Machine's bad. It's a good card, but in most cases, when I play Dazzling Machine, I always Dazzling Machine for a supporter, and with VS Seeker, there's no need for that. So computer search is pretty much my go-to A spec for in most cases now. There have been a few exceptions, but anyway, our supporter lineup, we run 4N for Professor Juniper. We run 2 Colorless. And Colorless is going to be really awesome in this deck because if you have 8 Pokemon in your bench, and if for some reason your opponent wants to play 8 Pokemon on his bench, you can draw up to 16 cards with Colorless. That's really... yeah, this deck makes Colorless really, really broken. We also run 2 Winona. You don't want to run too many of these. 1 or 2 is good because you're not running that many colorless Pokemon in this deck. You're running a 3/3 Mega Rayquaza line, 4 Shaman, and a 2/2 line of Altaria. You don't need 4. Yeah, you do. Like, I won't say that Winona would be the first thing that you want to play, but she's just there just in case you need to power up your Mega Rayquaza. There is going to be a card in Bandit Ring, Hoopa EX. I think he's going to replace Winona. I mean, he's just really good. If you don't know who he is and what he does, look it up. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, other supporters, we run 1 Lysander. I would like to fit 2, but like I said, I just wanted to run the Raichu line, so I just stuck with Lysander. And of course, we run the Lysander's Trump card. That's going to be our way to get our energy back, and plus another just a good way to counteract Night March too, because Joltik does suck. And by suck, I mean he's good against this deck. And of course, I already talked about the Stadium 4 Skyfields. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You need 4 because without Skyfield, Mega Rayquaza is just not that great. Because you need 8 Pokemon on your bench to do a lot of damage. And we run the Executes just to make sure that you can get that many Pokemon on your bench. We do run 3 Ultra Balls. I know we do run Winona, but like I said, we only run 2. So Ultra Balls are going to be your good search card. And plus, this could turn into a Shaman. Like, you can thin out your hand just to get a Shaman. 2 VS Seekers, of course, like I mentioned before. 3 Rayquaza Spirit Links. This just makes sure that, your turn doesn't end when you Mega Evolve Rayquaza. And plus, with the Delta Evolution ability, you can actually get them set up in 1 turn. You can actually get a turn 1 Emerald Break. I'm not saying that you could get a turn 1 240 damage Emerald Break with Skyfield on the field. I mean, it could happen. With this deck, it could happen. But you can still get it. Like, if you play Rayquaza, Spirit Link, Mega Rayquaza, and you play a few Shamans or Supporters, just draw more cards, and you end up getting having to discard a Dark Energy, just play Mega Turbo, bam, and then you play as much Pokemon on your bench, bam, turn 1, Emerald Break. if you're going second. I think that with this deck I like to go second a lot just because of that off chance that I do get that combo going. Mega Turbo, we do run 2 of those. We don't want to run 3 because this deck isn't really reliant on the discard pile like the Dragon Mega Rayquaza is going to be, which I will show you guys whenever I test out that deck. And I think that's all because I think the bottom one is, yeah, Skyfield. So, alright. So that's Mega Rayquaza for you guys. If you have any other suggestions for a Mega Rayquaza, I know there's so much that you could do with Mega Rayquaza. You could run Fairies, Grass. I've seen Lightning. Been running with that. But if you have any other suggestions with Mega Rayquaza, let me know in the comment section below, and I will be willing to test this out on a YouTube video, actually, because, like I said, this is actually pretty new. I wouldn't say it's new to me, but this is my first time actually experimenting with it. And on my video, this deck actually did really well with Darkrai. So, yeah, this is just my personal opinion, but if you have any other suggestions, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll test it out on YouTube. But anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome day, but most importantly, stay cool.